Everyone here is super nice, and it's easy to make friends.
It's like the best school, I think, and it's just really fun being here. That's my favorite part.
Because everybody is kind and compassionate to me.
Because people are nice and they teach us good things about the Bible, and kids are also good friends to us.
I like being a student here because there's so many good friends. And on my first day here, everybody welcomed me and I made some really good friends.
Because people believe in God here.
Reading.
New things.
My favorite thing to learn about is science experiments. Like what happens when you do this to soda or something.
Probably science because it's like really fun and we're learning about the ocean. My favorite thing to learn about is probably math and long division.
History and math.
History and math.
Math.
Math. Okay.
My favorite thing is probably math.
Math.
Math. There's so many kids that like learning about math here.
Yeah, I'm the best at math in my class.
Math.
It's math?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing
man.
to learn about math.
Everybody at this school likes learning about math. That's so cool.
Last year, there was these kids who said math or recess, and like almost everyone said math.
Whoa. They like math more than recess?
Yeah.
Miss Smiley.
Miss Smiley. And how would you describe your teacher?
She's really nice and she's really fun. She always laughs when we always make like funny comments and stuff.
My teacher is Miss Smiley. She is super nice.
Super nice?
Miss Smiley.
Miss Smiley? Okay, awesome. And then how would you describe Miss Smiley?
Smiley.
Miss Smiley?
My teacher is Mrs. Lumen.
All right. And then how would you describe Mrs. Lumen?
Kind, sweet, and fun.
All right.
My teacher is Mrs. Lumen.
Awesome. And how would you describe her?
I describe her like kind, like, you know, like that.
She is very kind, helpful, selfless, and she always helps out when we need help. She spends a lot of time with us and we can really count on her. And if we need help, she won't let us down.
My teacher is Mrs. Phelps.
Mrs. Phelps. And how would you describe Mrs. Phelps?
I would describe her kind, generous, and honest. My teacher is Mrs. Phelps.
Mrs. Phelps? And how would you describe Mrs. Phelps?
She is really nice.
My teacher is Mrs. Phelps.
Is Mrs. Phelps? Do you think is she nice?
Yeah.
Is she kind?
Yeah.
Is she silly?
Sometimes.
sometimes silly. Sure.
My teacher is Miss Sanders.
Miss Sanders? And how would you describe Miss Sanders?
She is nice and she's sweet. My teacher is Miss Sanders.
All right. And how would you describe Miss Sanders?
She's really nice. And she helps people. And she helps people when they're like stuck on their work.
Miss Sanders?
Miss Sanders, your teacher?
Yeah.
All right. And how would you describe Miss Sanders?
Good?
Good? Is she funny? Is she kind?
She's kind, I would say.
My teacher is Miss Scheid.
Mrs. Scheid. She's a pretty nice teacher. Well, she does this thing where I like it when she whenever she says are we just gonna write the words on Nilly Willy on our writing tests? We need to write them in the right places. And so she says, are we just gonna write the words on Nilly Willy? I like it.
My teacher is Mrs. Scheid.
Mrs. Shy. And how would you describe Mrs. Shy?
Wait, like, how would she be, wait,
Like, what words would you use to describe her?
nice words? I would be nice to her. She helps us sometimes. She helps us. Or she might give us gifts like no handwriting.
And who is your teacher?
Miss Harrison.
Miss Harrison. And how would you describe Miss Harrison? Like, is she kind?
Yeah, she's kind. I think that's all I know for Miss Harrison. She teaches us math, takes us to Bible, and taking us to recess.
My teacher is Miss Lee.
Is Miss Lee. And how would you describe Miss Lee?
She is nice and she's a fun teacher. I like that she does different things that like I've never done before. And like she does language differently but yeah, it's fun.
She's really nice and awesome, and we do a lot of fun things.
I would describe her as nice, kind, and loving, forgiving, graceful, just all around a good person.
My teacher here at CRCA is Miss Peters.
Peters? And how would you describe Miss Peters?
Miss Peters is fun, energetic.
I would describe Miss Peters as very athletic, and she's good at teaching, and she's really funny.
My teacher is Mr. Craig.
And how would you describe him?
I describe him as wise, agreeable, not very firm, and very fair.
My homeroom teacher is Mr. Craig. It's Craig Zandida. And my history teacher is Miss Peters.
Awesome. And how would you describe both of them?
They're both very nice. They love teaching, obviously, and they love kids. Mr. Craig is very good with hands-on learning and being able to explain in a way that would make, if someone asked him when they would use this, he would give them a valid reason why they would use this and then make them understand why they would want to use it. Miss Peters is fun. She includes games and other activities in her lessons, so.
And then, do you learn about God here at Castle Christian?
Yeah!
Yes, we have Bible lessons in chapel.
Yes, every day in the morning we have pretty sure it's half an hour to 45 minutes of Bible time where we learn about how God helped the Israelites and how the nation of Israel grew.
Today we learned about the tabernacle and how once a year a holy priest gets to come in.
We are learning about how God helped the Israelites escape from Egypt.
Like the 10 Commandments. We learn about different stories, like how the walls fell down.
Right now we're learning about when Moses helped the Israelites out of Egypt.
My favorite story is Revelations.
Cool.
Esther, the Red Sea parting in half. Jesus being born and Jesus dying on the cross for his sins.
Okay, yeah.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one where the pigs run off the giant cliff and fall into the water.
Probably when Rahab saved the 2 spies.
Probably Moses or Joshua.
Do you have a favorite story in the Bible?
No, they're
No.
all very good.
They're all very good. I agree.
Actually, David and Goliath.
Oh, David and Goliath.
When David defeated the giant, David and the giant.
Whoa. Can you tell me about that story?
I don't know very much of it. He killed a lion, also a bear, and a giant.
He is like really sweet and really kind, and he's always willing to give hugs or high fives.
Very kind and nice.
I'd say he is like very kind. He knows how to like handle like everyone. He like if someone's having a problem, he knows how to help them with it.
Kind, loving, kind, and funny.
He's really cool and very nice, and he's probably the best principal I've ever met.
Funny and really, really kind. He's really funny and nice. Funny, kind, that's all. We get to hug him. Good.
Good?
Yeah. He's funny, and whenever he comes into our class, we'll ask him to do a funny dance, and he'll do the duck dance. He's bald.
What else?
And he's the president.
He's the president?
He's a good leader of our school, and he always makes sure everyone's safe on fire drills and stuff.
Like how he bees?
Yes.
He's funny. Even when he gets, even on the day when he gets a pie on his face.
Bald head, round body, long legs, long hands, a buttoned thing, and a hanger, and a collar, and ears and eyes that are perfect, and a mouth. Sometimes I see him when he's in the office.
What is he like when he's in the office?
He's talking about things about the Bible.
Oh, okay. Can you act him out? Like, what does he look like when he's in the office?
I'll show you.
Okay. Go for it.
I have to stand up with you like that.
Yeah, you can stand up.
So, what do you want to do today? I think we should do something like, tell the kids about the Bible or do something. That's all I know about him.